First of all, I want to give Rutgers credit. We knew it would be a tough game, well-coached team. They played hard. As we honored, wanted to send them out with a win. They deserved it for all that they've given to this program and all they've been through. I'm also proud of guys this today. Eric Nigerian, a bunch of other guys, Kobe Thomas, a bunch of guys that were important roles in short notice and operated and played well enough for us to have success. Discipline is that plays without discipline, with the type of penalties that we have. Good teams don't be starting with me as the head coach. When we go out and play, that we play with the discipline necessary. Played hard, but again, we didn't play very soon. Back next week, and just keep getting A's as a program. So with that, I'll open it up to questions.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start with Emily.
Hey, Mike. When in the week did you know that Talia wouldn't be able to start? And I guess Lance and Eric, how much kind of walk through, and then also kind of go off that. How did you see Eric settle?
You know, both guys took reps with the twos, all our two in every practice. So, you know, Eric has been a guy that we've repped throughout the course of the season. He goes back and forth between the scout team. So both he and Lance took reps with the twos. At points this, you know, Eric became the guy that started with lane fence. Felt like whether the operation just wasn't there. And, you know, Eric is a guy that I had a lot of confidence in because he's taken those reps that he could operate it. And he did a great job. I mean, kudos and credit to Hair to go, you know, the surrounding cast. Alden and Cindy seniors out.
We'll go to Alex Stacey.
Hey, Coach. Thanks again for doing about the defense and sort of the strides that they've made, especially Tarheeb's, especially on the press and today. And what have you liked with his progression?
You know, he's one of those true freshmen that has started everyone. Obviously, last few weeks, but getting him back, he's a competitive player. He's to build this program, and we will. Defense, I thought, played really well. Early, we gave up a few big plays. Penalties were, you know, given first down. So points, but the key to the game today was to finish, and we had a chance to finish the game on offense. We didn't. We had a chance to finish the game on defense. We didn't, and we had a chance to extend the game on special teams. We didn't. So it was a collective loss for us as a team.
We'll go to Lila.
Hey, Lox. Just how did you see kind of the energy on the sideline change in that second half from, you know, kind of being low in the first half?
Yeah, you know, I thought defense played with great energy in the first half. It was the offense that wasn't in sync. And again, you know, for whatever reason, you know, offensive football is about having 11 guys do their jobs, and it's about timing and spacing. And we were out of sync early, and we made the adjustment where we put Eric in the game, and it kind of settled us down just because of his ability to operate what we do. And then as he got more comfortable, you saw our playbook kind of expand to maybe take advantage of some of the things that Rutgers did on defense. So there's no doubt that, I thought the second half, obviously with us scoring, them scoring, it became a ball game. That we can't be that type of team, though. We can't be a team that plays to the emotion or play to the scoreboard. We just got to play consistent for 4 quarters, 5 quarters today, and we didn't get that from us.
But kind of like in terms of the sideline and how guys were reacting to plays and things like that, did you see that improve in the second half, and what were kind of the struggles with that early?
I mean, obviously, yeah, in the second half when it became a competitive game and with them making plays and us making plays, and that's what, unfortunately, young teams do. They ride that emotional roller coaster. And to me, it's something that you've got to do for 4 quarters. That energy has to be there. Obviously, I thought our defense, like I said, did some good things early in the game to even keep us in it when we weren't able to move the ball on offense. And then once we kind of got going, we were able to run the ball there in the second half. We had guys like Jake Funk make big plays for us. And, of course, that brings energy when you create big plays. But good teams have that energy for 4 quarters, and they don't ride the emotion of the game. That's just how they play the game.
We'll go to Ed Lee.
Mike, there's a report that both Talia and Chance didn't play because they tested positive for COVID-19. Is there any truth to that?
I don't comment on medical stuff, so they just run available players for us today.
Without those 2 guys, Ruben and Chikorian, how much did that impact what you guys would normally do?
Ed, you know how I am and how I operate. Obviously, when we have all of our players that play well for us, that helps us. But we got good enough players, and we had good enough players on the field, and it wasn't our players or the play that hurt us. Is the lack of discipline to me. And I still got to go watch the tape. I'm a little disappointed just because of how the penalties and when they happen. So we had a chance to win the ball game. We gave it away. Rutgers did a great job. I don't want to take credit from them for how they played, but the penalties, the lack of discipline we play with are just unacceptable.
Last question. Jake didn't play maybe towards the end of the game. Was he out because of concussion protocol?
He was medically out of the game after he had the long run. He was not available to us after the long run.
Thank you.
For our last one, we'll go to Andy Koska.
Hey, Coach. Saw at the end of the first quarter that you were speaking with Lance for quite a while. What was it about his performance that maybe convinced you that Eric was the one to go forward with?
Well, I mean, obviously, whenever the quarterback comes off, if there's things that I see that I can make corrections with, constantly want to coach these guys, especially with Scotty up in the box. For me, as I said, I just felt we were out of sync on the offensive side of the ball. I felt like there were some plays that were not operated or executed the way I thought they should have been. So we want to work through those. We coached them through the plays. As we got into the second quarter and we weren't able to convert third downs and move the ball, we turned to Eric, who I have a comfort level because of how he operates the system and how he does it in practice. And then usually if you do it in practice, you do it in games. And, when he went out there, there seemed to be a little more comfort level in terms of how the offense was executing and how it would run. And, he made good decisions with the football. So as he got more comfortable and he started making more plays, we were able to expand the playbook a little bit because obviously we kind of, with the limited amount of time, we had to make an adjustment in our game plan with who we had playing quarterback. It forced us to limit what we did, but as he became more comfortable, you saw in the second half things opened up for us in our playbook, and I'm proud of the way he played, the way he executed.
Just to follow up, without John Hope today, who called defensive plays?
Henry Baker called the plays on defense today.